Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Being Mrs. Fraser. I thought I would share with you what a whole day in my life looks like as a stay-at-home mom of 4 on summer vacation. And by vacation, I don't mean that I'm on vacation. I mean that my kids are on vacation from school. So we are just kind of winging it. We are, I think, on our 3rd week of school or of vacation or on summer break. Maybe that's a better word, summer break. And we're trying to kind of finally getting into the hang of things. I have been doing a lot of cooking from my crock pot or outside on the grill and all that, which I've kind of shared with you guys. I think if you guys have seen some of my other videos, we live in Florida. It gets crazy hot here, and so I am just trying to do things to, make the AC not work so harder than it already has to, especially because it's kind of an old AC unit, and look, it's expensive to replace, so we're doing everything we can to not make it work harder than it needs to. And so on this day, I thought it would be good to throw some chicken in the crock pot. I love chicken tacos, so that's what that is. It's super easy. Just throw some chicken breast in there or chicken thighs if you prefer. Just make sure they are boneless and skinless, and then just typically a packet of taco seasoning. I make my own taco seasoning. I reuse the Lowry's shaker. That's what you saw there. And I just make my own taco seasoning. So I just sprinkled that on the chicken breast, and then I dump a jar of salsa on there. Our favorite is the Pace medium. We like a little bit of heat, so the mild is not hot enough, if you will. Sometimes the medium doesn't kick either, but anyway, it's super easy, like I said, and then just put it on low for 6 to 8 hours, or you can even cook it on high for, I think it's like 4 or 5 hours, but whatever works for you. But it's super easy, super delicious, and again, it doesn't heat up the whole house, although I guess I do end up using my stove later on in this video. You'll see that here soon enough, because I am sharing a few other recipes today. With the chicken tacos, I am going to be making my own homemade tortillas, and I have a little guest that you will see with me, and I also am making some Mexican rice. So make sure you stay tuned through the entire video to see all that come about. But anyway, after I get the food thrown in the crock pot, the other beauty of it, it takes all day to cook, and then you're sitting there smelling everything, and it's super easy. So while that's cooking, or after I throw that in the crock pot, I'm going to go ahead and just get our bed made. I did want to go ahead and change out the sheets. I try to do this weekly. I'll be honest, it doesn't always happen weekly, but I try, and I think that's what's most important here. So I just love, there's nothing like having a fresh made bed. I mean, even if you don't change the sheets, just getting the ends tucked in tight again, and it's just nice, cozy, you know what I'm saying? Actually, do you guys like the end of your beds tucked in? I do. I want my sheets tight and crisp, and yeah, but my husband, he immediately gets in and untucks everything. What kind of person are you? Are you like my husband, or are you like me? Let me know down in the comments. But anyway, now I'm just gonna go ahead and get the sheets thrown into the wash and get this laundry going. I also have laundry going. We are a family of 6, and we wash, I forget how many, I think it was like 30 to 40 loads of clothes a week. I am not even kidding. Like, it was something astronomical like that.
This is not a drill. This is fatal attraction. These are times of crowds of passion. One of us gonna get hurt. Took a shot for the magic, but we're crashing into tragic. One of us gonna get hurt. So if you want your head
I also like to go in, we have 2 cats, as you saw. You saw one little guy there, but their hair gets everywhere, so I do like to go in and just take my Swiffer and dust things off a little bit, and then vacuum. Vacuuming happens in the bedroom on a daily basis because, as you can see, the litter box is in here. As much as I don't want it to be in here, I don't know where else to put it, but they flip litter everywhere. So I actually vacuum our bedroom multiple times a day for that litter, but I do want to at least get it done in the morning and get the rug vacuumed to just get all those little hairs and danders and all that fun stuff cleaned up. We went to the beach recently and I had sand all in my shoes, so I needed to get those shook out and put back. I need to figure out something to do with my shoes for right there by the bedroom, because we come in right at our bedroom and that is where I put my shoes. We have storage in our living room for shoes, which I do put most of my shoes in there, but the ones I wear on a regular basis, they just get kicked off in the bedroom. I need to figure out something for that. But anyway, as you can see, we are moving back into the kitchen after getting the bedroom all tidied up, and we just got this new Blackstone breakfast kit. The other day I shared pancakes with you guys and my little doohickey here broke. I was so upset, but like I said, it had been years that we had it, and so I just wanted to go ahead and replace it. I saw that Lowe's had this little kit that came with everything. It had the little pancake dripper doodad, and then the eggs and the omelet circle or rings or whatever. And so I thought it was probably a good purchase to just buy everything all together, because I already knew that I wanted to replace the pancake dispenser. That is what it's called. Your girl is rough on words here, guys. I'm sorry. But so I wanted to go ahead and get that open, get it all cleaned up so I can put it away and just get the counters cleared off, because for whatever reason, our island counter, or sometimes it's the dining room table, is a catch-all. And so I just wanted to get that cleared off because it was starting to bug me majorly. But also, I don't know if you saw the mint green colored box there on the counter. That is my new bread machine. I am so excited. I am on a journey of learning to make everything from scratch. There are some things I have made from scratch for years that just taste better, but at this point, with the groceries being super high and crazy, my budget has just kind of gone wild. I am trying to make my budget, get a hold back on my budget, I guess, on my grocery budget. And so I've been trying to make things more from scratch. And so I purchased the bread machine. It's Elite Gourmet. I think I have it linked to my Amazon storefront for you guys. If not, I did get it. I got mine at Kohl's. I had birthday Kohl's cash from there. And so I used my birthday cash to buy the bread machine, and so I got it, and we do get to make a loaf, so you're gonna see how that goes. We definitely struggled because, like I said, I have never had bread machine before, but I thought it would be easier to have the bread machine when it comes to making sandwich bread and stuff like that, which it was. I was definitely pleasantly surprised because this was quite interesting. So if you've never owned a bread machine before, you basically just throw in all the ingredients. It gives you all the recipes you will ever need for your bread machine right there in your little handy dandy book. And yeah, you just throw it all in there, put it in the machine, and the machine does everything for you. It mixes it, it kneads it, it proofs the bread, rises whatever you need to do, and then it cooks it. It is actually a pretty nifty machine, and I cannot believe I just now am buying one. And I will tell you what, even though it took like 5 hours to cook, to do the entire process, even after making dinner, once this baby was cooking, you could smell it, and oh man, cooking bread just smells absolutely amazing. I tell you what, I was pleasantly surprised with this whole entire machine. I'm sorry I keep repeating that, but I really was. Even though I had a little bit of a snag here in the beginning, trying to get this dang thing to work.
As for me, your intentions are good. I walk back to my history, into my old neighborhood.
Okay, so the problems that I was having, I could not figure out why the menu wasn't changing for me, but it was because I needed to reset it. So basically I just held down the start button for a few seconds until it beeped, and then it allowed me to change the menu items. As you can see, it's kind of hard to see, but as you can kind of see here, there's a bunch of different options that I can do. And so we're just making the sandwich bread though there, number 9. It gave me the ingredients that I needed to use here. I just did 1.5 pounds and went right down the middle. And so once I selected that, I made sure that it was on the 1.5 pound mark here. Can you see? There we go. I would just make sure it was on the 1.5 pound mark here. And then I just press start. I guess any of the settings, basically 8 through the end of the settings, you can't change the color, so that's where it's at. We're gonna go ahead, it's getting it all mixed up now. This is so cool, you guys. I have never ever in my life used a bread machine, so I am learning right along with you guys on this one, but this is so cool and I am so excited to see how this turns out. You know, the downfall of this making everything from scratch situation is that I am running out of storage containers. As you can see, I have like the old Tupperware storage containers. Those were my mom's, and so they're legit vintage because I'm pretty sure they're from like the late 70s, early 80s, and I have all those, but they're already full with like your normal flour, sugar, brown sugar, all the fun things. And now I'm adding to my pantry or my baking supplies, I'm adding the yeast, I'm adding the bread flour and all that. I do plan on getting like cornmeal and like a corn flour because I do want to try my hand at making corn tortillas. I think they would be super yummy. So yeah, but anyway, we're just continuing on with the regular day, getting some laundry. It just continued like always. I do try not to run the washer and dryer during the day. I try to run them early in the morning or later at night, but this day I just had so much to get done. I just let it go. It is what it is. I just let it go. And boy, I'll tell you what, it was hot in the garage. I was like literally dripping sweat standing here folding all these clothes.
Came to be a little fuzzy, honey. I didn't know what you wanted from me. Rather heard it from the beginning that you didn't know what you were feeling. Never ever really crossed my mind that you were just hanging around. Never ever really crossed my mind that this would end up upside down. Oh, oh, oh. You and me cheated for a long time.
So let's go ahead and check in on our bread. It is in the process of rising, I think, giving it a second rise. It's got about just over 2 hours left, but we're gonna go ahead and make our tortillas because the tacos, the chicken, I mean, I wish you guys could smell that. It smells so good. So let's go ahead and get the tortillas made and we'll make our tacos. Now it is dinner time, finally. I kid you not, I was so tired by the end of the day. I was exhausted between all the cleaning and the baking and the cooking. It was really a lot, but that's okay. I am happy to do it. I am super excited for this new journey of like all the scratch made things. I'm super excited too because with that Breadmaker, I can also make like jam or jelly or something like that. I kind of want to go get like some blackberry bushes and blueberry bushes and plant those and maybe make my own like blueberry jam and that. I don't know, you guys, my head is literally like, I am literally hyper focused on this gardening thing, on this homemaking thing, and I am so excited for it. So you'll probably note that in my content change, it's kind of switching over a little bit. I still am enjoying giving you guys cleaning videos and all that, but I do just love sharing my life, the process, the things that happen day to day with you guys. I really truly feel like you guys are my friends. Even if I don't know you personally, I still am just so grateful for you being here and listening to me rambling and then chit-chatting with me in the comments and all that. I just absolutely love doing this for you guys. You guys also motivate me to just get these things done and to do better really for my family. But anyway, I'm done rambling. I do want to make sure that you guys get a good, solid thank you. You guys deserve it. But anyway, we are making tortillas now. These are super easy, like so easy. It's literally 3 cups of flour, a stick of butter, a pinch of baking powder, and I think a half teaspoon of salt, and not quite a cup of warm water. So you'll see I melted the butter and dumped that all in. I just mixed everything by hand. It's just so much easier mixing things by hand, whether it's the tortillas or biscuits or whatever. For whatever reason, I don't know. My hand just works the best. But it also, when you go to, once you get everything mixed together for the tortillas and then you go to knead it all together, that's kind of how you know that it's done, is when it all comes off of your hands and it's no longer sticking to anything. So then after you get all of it mixed together and kneaded for as long as it needs to be, you make little balls, let it rest for a little while, and then you flatten them out and cook them. So it's easy as that. But while those are resting, I did want to go ahead and get my Mexican rice going. I actually doubled the original recipe for this. I do have it on Pinterest. I'll try to remember to link that for you guys if you guys are interested in that. It's super easy, it's super yummy. Of course, I tweaked it a little bit from the original recipe just to make it work for my family. You could totally take these chicken tacos, make this rice and with some black beans and that, and make like taco bowls instead of doing actual tacos with the shells. I mean, it's just so good. And honestly, that's probably what my kids will be doing because there was plenty of leftovers. So there was leftovers for the hubby to take to work and leftovers for the kiddos to eat for a couple days of lunches, to be honest. So anyway, now that the Mexican rice is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and get these tortillas rolled out and cooked. And here in a second, you will see my little helper.
the summer's touching my face, reminding me of last year in the city.
You know, that's the beauty also of this journey, this homemaking journey, is just being able to teach my kids how to do these things. My grandma is the one that taught me how to do a lot of baking. Even my aunt, actually, my oldest aunt, did a lot of baking and stuff like that with me growing up. In the summertime, I would spend weeks on end with my aunt or my grandma, and we baked all the time. We made things all the time. We cooked all the time. And so I learned a lot of that from them. My mom did a lot of cooking-ish too. She was a single mom, you know, worked full-time, and so I know it was harder for her to do, but my grandma and my aunt definitely were there to teach me. And unfortunately, my kiddos don't have that. So it is left to me, and I love sharing this with them and just teaching them how to do these things, how to bake, how to cook, and stuff like that. And so with this homemaking journey, or this made from scratch journey, I guess, if you will, it's really helping me to teach them as well, and I am just loving it, and I think they are too. But anyway, now it's time to enjoy all our hard work and make up some tacos. And I'm gonna tell you what, my mouth is literally salivating watching making this, because it was just that delicious.
Our eyes again, running with the night like hearts burning for the first time. Reality is closer, but we're not getting older. Dawn a dim Picasso paints you and me in yellow, and now will soon be over. We're soldiers and we're higher, higher. We're higher, higher. We're higher, higher. We're higher, higher. Closing my eyes to see what the city smells like now. Still.
Alrighty, it looks like our bread came out nice. It's crunchy. Is it supposed to be crunchy? How do you get that out? Okay, I don't know. We're gonna let it cool and I guess see what happens. It is really crunchy. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll let it cool down and go from there. But I am so excited. That was so easy. That was such an easy process, and it came right out.
We're higher, we're soldiers and we're higher. We're higher.
I was just so impressed with this bread, and I was like, I don't know. I was sharing with my kids. They wanted to see how it all turned out, see, you know, how weird it was and all that. They were just as amused as I was. I'll tell you what, I was pleasantly surprised. Look how springy and soft that is. It was perfect. But I will tell you that I need to get some sort of way to cut the bread better in the slices, because I totally butchered that loaf trying to cut it down into slices for my kiddos, but that's okay, because I think the slices are still just thin enough that they should fit in our toaster, I'm hoping, so the kiddos can enjoy that for toast the next morning. But yeah, so anyway, now that I've made a complete mess, it is time to get it all cleaned up. Now, we, like I said, we do have 4 kiddos. Our oldest 3 are girls, and our son is in the process of being put into this, into the rotation. As well, he is learning now how to do laundry and stuff like that, but the girls go week to week and switch back and forth on doing dishes. So my son can actually put away a lot of the clean dishes. He can't reach the upper part of it, so he can't quite get there, but there are times where I know like they'll have him do the silverware and stuff like that. And then also we're in the process of not putting dirty dishes in the sink and putting them directly into the dishwasher. We're working on that too, but it's a process. It's okay. They are all learning, and that is what is most important to me, is that they learn how to take care of their home. And you know, we that's why we instill chores for our kiddos. So they are usually the ones that do the night time cleaning. That is where I was going with this. But because I made such a mess and I had so many dishes, I decided to go ahead, film it, and give you guys content and hopefully motivate you. But also I decided just to give my daughter, one of my daughters, a break since it's her week, because like I said, I made the mess. I made a huge mess and a lot of dishes, so I thought I would just go ahead and get them all knocked out for her.
Never understood a word they said. Kept running in the woods alone instead. Somewhere.
And you know what's crazy is I used to absolutely hate doing dishes. In our very first house, as a couple, we did not have a dishwasher, and until my husband like installed one, but we initially did not, and I swear our sink was full all the time. It was just full all the time of dishes. I also worked 2 jobs. It was a very rough beginning. We were very, very, very broke, and you know, we had a new baby, and yeah, I worked 2 jobs, and then after I had my daughter, then I went back to school for nursing, and I also worked a nursing or a CNA job in the nursing home, and then my husband worked 2 jobs. Like I said, we have the baby, and not having a dishwasher, I just hated doing dishes. Absolutely hated doing dishes. And so, but now, you know, now that we're like almost 20 years in, I don't know, I just find something so satisfying about washing dishes. And I don't even know what it is. It's probably because I don't have to. It's more of a want now. But I don't know. Call me crazy. I know, guys. But anyway, we are now. I decided to go ahead. Well, obviously, you got to wipe the counters down. The counters get dirty from all the food everywhere. And your girl definitely made a mess. There was literally tomato sauce and rice everywhere, and breadcrumbs and flour. I don't know. I guess I was just having fun. But I decided after wiping down the counters that I would go ahead and just wipe down all the cupboards as well, since I was out there. And if you're curious, I am just using a mix of pine salt and water. I got that tip from Cambria. If y'all know her, if you don't know her, you're missing out. Go watch her channel. It's Living with Cambria. And then they also have a family vlog channel, which is Cambria and Bobby, I think is what it's called. But I absolutely love their family, and you know, and Cambria gives all the good tips, all the good cleaning tips, and so I actually got the pine salt tip from her. It helps like deter bugs and stuff like that, so which I love, especially because we live in Florida, and you know, there's not a hard freeze here to kill off the bugs, so yes, bugs are definitely a problem here. And yeah, so I'm actually getting ready to go do like a deep clean in our lanai, and I plan on using pine salt out there to mop the walls to hopefully help deter all the bugs.
All my thoughts are running round inside my head. Emotions keep coming. they're keeping me from thinking straight. Thought it would be different when I got my things in place. Stuck in this commotion, how come I ain't past this yet? I wanted me to be somebody else, another me that doesn't need your help. But if I'm honest, I don't think we got it. I try to change the things you never liked, try to make this better, make this right, but we're the same, even though I changed. Really made an effort, promised I would change, but something stayed the same. Wanted to do better, wanted to be great, but something stayed the same. Something stayed the same.
Alrighty guys, so we're just gonna go ahead and finish getting everything put away, and then like I said, I did want to go ahead and wipe down all the cabinets, all the cupboards, and just get them cleaned up. I was noticing that they were getting a little bit dusty, and they had some splatters, grease, tomato sauce, you know, all the things that splatter on the kitchen cupboards. But anyway guys, I hope this video was motivational for you. If it was, make sure you stick around, hit that subscribe button, come back, join my YouTube family. I love, like I said, filming for you guys and just sharing my life with you, giving you guys motivation. You guys help motivate me to motivate you. It's a whole circle of life over here. But anyway guys, again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you leave me a comment down below. Tell me how your summer is going. I love chit-chatting with you guys. So I hope you all stay happy, healthy, and safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Same. I can change the way I am, the way I talk, the way I stand. It doesn't really matter, cause I'll still be the same. I can change the way I am, the way I talk, the way I stand. It doesn't really matter, cause I'll still be the same. Really made an effort, promised I would change, but some things stayed the same. Wanted to do better, wanted to be great, but some things stayed the same. Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready?